An update on Feisal Salum. Is this the end, or did they just give us something that is much better to deal with? We're going to talk about Iko Daro, what's holding up his deal. Is it even going to ever happen? There is also some developments regarding Asan Velepai. We'll also talk about Nazruddin Nabi, the latest update on what actually happened and when he's coming back. And last but not least, we'll talk about what Cedric Kaze has said about Flavio Silva. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pelo, I am your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Khosi Football Club. Today's first story is on Feisal Salum. So this is a story that sounds like it's bad news because Azam have signed a contract extension with Feisal Salum, and it's 2025 right now. The extension goes until the end of July 2027. There is a report according to Far Post. But what's interesting that got me very invested in the story is that Far Post also said that in that contract there is a release clause. So a release clause of how much? 40 million, 50 million? No, 8.7 million rands. You understand that he's less than 10 million. Like right now, if Kaizer Chiefs were to go to Azam, they don't even need to negotiate. Azam cannot say we want 15 million or we want 20 million because the release clause says if there is a team that shows up and they pay the 8.7 million rands, they cannot, legally, they cannot stop him from leaving. So the Faisal Salum saga, you might think that it has ended, but actually it just got more interesting because now the question is, will Kaizer Chiefs take the 8.7 million and pay it? Because for me, I'm still thinking about how many players we got for free. By the way, we added quality like Abo Munyane. But I'm also asking myself, how much money did we spend on the transfer market? Because the money that I see that we're spending is probably on wages, but not so much on the signings. Just splash out the 8.7 million. I would say that we still see that in our midfield, there are areas that we can still fix. So get him. 8.7 million is not a lot. Subscribe to the channel, by the way, if you are new, and like the video. If you're watching this video and it's not on 1,000 likes yet, that means your like is missing. So like the video. Which brings us to the next story, and it's the story of God's power, Igodaro. So Sundowns are running a clearance sale there by them. But that does not mean they will let go of Igodaro because, once again, we need to reiterate this. He is still a Mamelodi Sundowns player. Do you understand that? He is a Mamelodi Sundowns player, and there is nothing that we can do about it until Sundowns decides that, like Abo Maema, they are letting him go. It's just that with Uteruk, with Umayema, they've allowed them to go to Tanzania, not in South Africa. And I think that the issue here might be that if they let go of Igodaro, then he will join Kaizer Chiefs. That's almost guaranteed. So because of that, I think that Sundowns are hesitating on letting him go. And I mean, with the way that we've started the season, winning our first two games, because some people might say, yeah, we haven't played the greatest of football, but there's a lot of things that you can look at. Uguti, there are positives. Like, you understand that winning a football match on its own, when it's looking very difficult to do against Polokwane City, that's something, that's a spirit, that's something that makes a team even more dangerous because that means they can create chances that are like meh, but then they will still be able to find a chance and keep on pushing and score, right? Because we're lacking that. Our players, their attitude last year was just horrible, but now it seems like it's gotten much, much better. So Sundowns will be scared because now they're like, okay, we were scared of them while they were down and out. Now it looks like this sleeping giant is waking up. So if we let Igodaro go to them, we might be in trouble. Because if you've checked any pictures of Mamelodi Sundowns, you've not seen Igodaro there because he's not training with them. I will not tell you who he's training with. But we move because the next story involves Asan Velepai. So yeah, funny enough, we haven't covered the fact that Asan Velepai has joined Kaizer Chiefs on this channel because I think when he got signed, we were already doing the video for the pre-match of Polokwane City. So Velepai signed for Chiefs, we know that. But after he signed, Spurs have taken the case to SAFA arbitration. So basically, SAFA arbitration tribunal, they're above the PSL DRC committee, DRC, which is the, wow, I just forgot what DRC means, but it's some court of sorts where they decide these issues and interpretation of the laws. So now they've gone to SAFA, and that means Kaizer Chiefs, as much as they've signed the boy, they cannot use him because, well, there's a clause in the Spurs DRC decision that says you can appeal the decision, and that means he still has to wait. And while he waits, Cape Town City Spurs are busy making us try to feel bad for signing him, because now they are showing and telling people that, oh, there are a lot of people who are involved in the development of these boys. They're making up numbers now. Cape Town Spurs is saying that they spend 800,000 on a player per year while they're in development. That is just a lie. That is needed by one player, 800,000. It's just a pure lie. But now they are trying to sway public opinion by making Kaizer Chiefs look like the bad guys. The law is clear, guys. You are an amateur club who could have cashed in over 5 million rands 2 years ago, but you decided to be greedy, and now you are losing the player for free. Cape Town Spurs, this serves you right. This will teach you to stop being greedy. So we'll move to the next story. And that next story is about Nazruddin Nabi. Like, okay, let's start here, right? So Nabi's wife fell, apparently. I thought it was a car accident, but when I heard a commentator on TV, he said that she fell. I don't know what kind of falling is this, but she fell. I mean, Nabi is old, so maybe she fell down the stairs, I don't know. But that's not important. What's important is the fact that Nabi has gone to be with his family in the meantime. And now there are some of you who are saying that Chiefs plays better when Nabi is not there. And I will say it. I don't care if you unsubscribe or not. That is the stupid thing to say. Thinking that Unabi has nothing to do with what's happening at Chiefs is a stupid thing to say. I am not afraid. Guys, I will not. If I lose 1,000, 10,000 subscribers because I called out foolishness and insensitive things that people are saying, I do not care. Because how come a man is busy right now taking care of the wife, who, by the way, it's reported that she was in ICU. People are busy saying Nabi shouldn't come back. Nabi must stay there. Like, what kind of people are these people? And I know there's some people who are subscribed to the channel who say such things. It's just disappointing, Guti. We're dealing with grown-ass men. Like in this channel, the people who watch 18 years and older. Agna sensitivity, aguna next. And also there's no logic to this. Even Ukaze, the journalist asked him, Nabi is not here. What's the selection process like? No, we talk to Nabi on a daily basis. They thought, okay, we're not gonna get the answer from Kaze. They asked Khalil Ben Youssef, hey, Nabi is not around. Right? No, everything that happens, Nabi is there in the decision making. Yes, on match day, he's gonna give them some flexibility. But you look at everything that happens, guys. That pisses me off the most. It's not the fact that people are saying Chiefs plays better when Nabi is not here. It's the fact that they are not even watching the fact that we are still doing the same things that we're doing when Nabi was there in preseason. You remember when people said the same thing, oh, Zwane is better than Gavin Hunt, and then Zwane came, now we started seeing his own flaws. Because we have this thing of always wanting to think the assistant coach is better, or this is that, or that is that. So, I mean, so asibeni sensitive and let's use our brains, man. And mouse of insulted because I said use your brains or block kuphele kanjalo futhi. Which brings to the next thing. Flavio Silva. So the coach is saying that Silva is not a Lewandowski. Silva is not a Thierry Henry. He's not going to be dribbling past people. He's a striker who's present in the box and he's going to be doing the things. Music to my ears. Get that man ready to come back and play, because we see that in the striking positions, it's always empty in that area, and we should make sure that we fix it. So, go check out this video on the Cutback with Mpilo channel so that you can see how Kaizer Chiefs beat Polokwane City, and subscribe there and like the video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, equals al Pelumoy.